2018 Nissan Armada. 2018 Nissan Armada Review. Ample power, room and comfort have the Armada suited to tackling the daily grind. 4-star overall score. Surprisingly deluxe and easy to drive, the 2018 Nissan Armada offers ample power, room and utility. With 3 rows of seats, robust towing limits and complicated 4-wheel drive capability, the Armada capably handles both daily grind along with the road less traveled. Some from the Armada's special sauce originates from the Armada sharing its bones using the upmarket Infiniti QX56. It's the same SUV from Nissan's luxury division. There are some differences relating to the two models, and definitely the Armada lacks the Infiniti's more refined details, but overall the design and style and fit and finish rises above that surrounding a standard SUV. There's also enough to highlight everything that interior goodness. The Armada's total cabin space is larger than the majority of its competitors, while offering 16 cubic feet of luggage space behind its upright third row. Folding all rows reveals nearly 95 cubic feet of cargo space, laptop computer than average, less space when compared to a Ford Expedition, but more compared to a Chevrolet Tahoe. The Armada also brakes, steers and handles with surprising coordination, and also the 5.6-litre V8 engine delivers hearty acceleration. There are some drawbacks on the Armada. Fuel economy is poor even for a large SUV, your third row isn't that roomy, for adults no less than, as well as the infotainment interface is dated. But just as one overall package which could tackle outdoor pursuits and the suburban mean streets with equal aplomb, the 2018 Nissan Armada is often a heavyweight. Notably, we picked the 2018 Nissan Armada as one of best family SUVs just for this year. What's new? Nissan redesigned the Armada a year ago, therefore the 2018 model carries finished only minor changes. Nissan Connect telematics services, an 8-inch touchscreen display, HD radio, hands-free text messages, and extra USB charging ports now come standard on all trims. A rearview mirror that could stream a continuing video feed on the rear camera is additionally new this coming year. If you would like visual entertainment for young rear seat passengers or perhaps really want cooled seats for swampy afternoons, the Platinum trim is sensible. Otherwise, choose mid-grade SL trim and add the optional premium package of driver assistance features. That combination delivers nearly all on the Platinum's coveted features cheaper. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Nissan Armada is really a full-size SUV that seats 8 passengers. Second-row captain's chairs can be found on the top Platinum trim and lower seating to 7. All Armada trims utilize a 5.6-litre V8 engine, 390 horsepower, 394 pound-feet of torque, associated with the 7-speed automatic transmission. Rear-wheel drive is standard, and 4-wheel drive is optional. The Armada's trim levels start in the SV, move up to your mid-grade SL, and finish with all the nearly fully loaded Platinum. The standard SV trim starts off with 18-inch alloy wheels, automatic LED headlights, roof rails, side steps, keyless ignition and entry, a rear-view camera, back and front parking sensors, dual-zone automatic climate control, power-adjustable heated front seats, leather-wrapped controls, a reclining second-row bench split seat plus a 60/40 split third-row seat. Tech features include Bluetooth connectivity, a navigation system, an 8-inch touchscreen display, as well as a 13-speaker Bose head unit with a CD player, satellite radio, HD radio, 2 USB media inputs and a couple USB charge-only ports. The optional driver package adds an energy liftgate, fog lights, an electric adjustable third-row seat, an auto-dimming mirror plus a trailering package. The SL trim level includes the driver package items plus 20-inch wheels, rain-sensing wipers, remote engine start, an electric adjustable tire, driver preferences memory, leather upholstery, leather door trim, a 120-volt power outlet, along with an enhanced 360-degree top-down parking camera with moving object detection and warning. The SL's optional premium package adds a sunroof, adaptive cruise control, forward and rearward emergency automatic braking, blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert. The range-topping Platinum adds the SL's optional equipment in addition to different 20-inch wheels, speed-sensitive steering, requires less effort at slow speeds, heated and ventilated front seats, heated second-row seats, a heated controls, a rear seat entertainment system plus an upgraded rearview mirror that can display a consistent video feed through the rearview camera. Two packages can be found for the Armada Platinum. The Captain's Chairs package replaces the second-row bench seats with two bucket seats and also a center console using a padded armrest, as well as the Platinum Reserve package adds special exterior trim and two-tone leather upholstery. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically is available in multiple versions which can be fundamentally similar. The S in this particular review provide our full test in the 2018 Nissan Armada Platinum, 5.6 liters V8, 7-speed automatic, 4WD. Driving. Sure, it's big, even so the Armada certainly doesn't drive because of this. It accelerates smartly, brakes with reassuring confidence, and feels composed and willing on mountain roads. Our biggest beef involves the steering, which lacks a definite sense of straight ahead when cruising straight. Acceleration. To consider it, you'd think the large Armada's engine has its own work eliminate for it. But the direct injected V8 is a lot more than up to your task. Acceleration is brisk, it never feels very sluggish, and it is simple to execute passing maneuvers. Ours accelerated to 60 miles per hour in a mere 6.4 seconds at our test track. Braking. It's difficult to find fault using the Armada's brakes. The pedal feels smooth and reassuring underfoot, and also the brakes deliver their stopping power within a measured and predictable way. And they are indeed quite powerful, as evidenced by our 115-foot bring about our 60-mile-per-hour panic stop test. Steering. It imparts a poorer feeling of straight-ahead stability because the tire feels numb and detached when producing small corrections. The wheel doesn't go back to center watchfully. And it feels huge when generating U-turns, it takes a lot of room. Handling. The Armada's cornering behavior comprises and reassuring. There's a decent quantity of grip, and the entire body lean is moderate and well regulated. It drives through turns more smoothly than you'd expect of an issue that weighs nearly 3 tons. Drivability. It's simple to be smooth inside an Armada. The throttle pedal calibration is incorporated in the Goldilocks zone, neither too reluctant nor too eager. And the Armada's automatic transmission executes smooth and crisp shifts. Fuel economy programming helps it be reluctant to downshift should you be too easy around the throttle. Off-road. The Armada isn't ideally designed for severe off-road use. It is physically massive, body clearance isn't abundant, as well as its suspension lacks the mandatory articulation. It also don't even have the multi-terrain traction control system found around the closely related Infiniti QX56. Comfort. Our Armada turned out to be quite comfortable in the future. It provides almost nothing to its pricier cousin, the Infiniti QX56, but it really manages to ride smoother within the road given it wears an even more sensible and absorbent 20-inch tire and wheel combination. Seat comfort. The supportive front and middle row seats are nicely sculpted with generous padding. The heated and cooled front seats work like gangbusters, however the setting is challenging to interpret instantly, especially through the night. Middle row seats have 2-stage heaters. Flattish third row continues to be above average. Ride comfort. The Armada rides quite smoothly, as well as suspension is well calibrated to resist float, heave along with other boat-like motions. It handles bumps and potholes well too, superior to the last Infiniti QX56 we drove. It helps until this Armada has 20-inch wheels instead with the 22s found around the Infiniti. Noise and vibration. SHHH. Do you hear that? Neither do I. It's really quiet in here. The cabin feels tight, and intensely little wind, road or engine noise helps it be inside. Sure, the engine makes itself heard whenever you floor it, nonetheless it's a pleasantly powerful sound that fades to the background whenever you back off and cruise. Climate control. We find it simple to set and gaze after a comfortable temperature. Although they look a bit dated, the principal climate controls are an easy task to figure out and make use of. Interior. Despite its tall entry height and button-rich control layout, the Armada's interior will attract and accommodating. The cabin is extremely roomy, the inside fit and finish is worth the price, plus the driver enjoys a commanding view in the road. Ease of usage. The switchgear is clearly marked and nicely separated by function, but there sure are many buttons to get down. And though the central control dial can be a nice idea, it as well as its surrounding button array really are a long reach away through the driver in this particular admittedly cavernous cabin. Getting in, getting out. The doors open wide and then there are grab handles for many, but there is no navigating around the sheer height on this body-on-frame SUV, with a higher step-up height than its competitors. The third-row entry tumble mechanism is sweet enough, but it really is still employment getting back there. Driving position. A good number of seat height adjustment helps it be easy for some to settle in and make it to the pedals, plus the telescoping wheel carries a fairly generous variety of adjustment. Roominess. No problem in this particular category. The first two rows provide generous head and legroom, and also the third row works for adults of average height. The cabin feels wide, too, that has a decent volume of door clearance and wide center consoles which help preserve personal space. Visibility. The windows are generous as well as the beltline isn't too big. The angled rear pillar increases the driver a little blind spot relief, too. But the thing we like most may be the available 360-degree camera system, helping to make easy work of parking and in reverse. Quality. This is when the Armada feels and looks a cut above your competitors, particularly with the platinum level. The materials appear and feel quite sumptuous, plus many ways are nearly indistinguishable on the Infiniti QX56. Utility. There's plenty of cargo space, and also the Armada is rated to tow a reasonable amount. The main thing holding it back from the higher score could be the sheer height on the load floor plus the long inward reach that results in the somewhat protuberant rear bumper. Small item storage. There's no deficiency of storage at the start. The place that the glove box, center console and door pockets are typical good size. And rear passengers get access to seat back pockets, decent sized door pockets along with a large center console. The rest can be a collection of flat surfaces, there isn't any phone-specific nooks. Cargo space. The Armada offers numerous cargo space, plus the easy third-row seat folding mechanism exposes a set load floor. But the middle row center armrest sticks up to be an island, the lift-over height is amongst the tallest, so you must reach in deep considering that the rear bumper juts out quite far. Child safety seat accommodation. The large middle row works the best for seats of types, even bulky rear-facing ones. Latch anchors are obvious and supportive, slightly buried from their cushions. But you will have to lift infants up into this tall SUV. This means you will be hard for adults to get into the third row if seatbelt there's help needed. Towing. The Armada is rated to tow 8,500 pounds, which can be stout just for this class. Standard rear air suspension perhaps there is for load leveling, and also the Armada comes pre-wired for 4-pin trailer lighting and carries a 7-pin socket that'll support trailer braking in the event you add an aftermarket trailer brake controller. Technology. Our loaded Armada Platinum test vehicle came standard with tech that appears good in writing. but the reality is these systems feel nearly 10 years old, as the 2018 Armada is actually the same as the 2011 Infiniti QX56. A lot is different since then, however the Armada looks like a time capsule. Audio and navigation. The 13-speaker Bose premium sound system sounds amazingly good, even so the screen resolution plus the control interface looks somewhat old. It's built around a central control knob, which were okay if this wasn't this kind of long reach from your driver, plus the front passenger, with this big cabin. Smartphone integration. It has Bluetooth audio plus a single USB port input that foretells earphones. However, it's difficult to navigate through playlists and episodic content, for example podcasts. In this respect, it is a shame the modern Armada lacks modern smartphone features including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Driver aids. It gets the same lane departure and forward collision warning systems we first saw once the 2011 Infiniti QX56, renamed QX80, was introduced. We thought strikes were too sensitive then, so we still find ourselves reaching for the off button today. Adaptive cruise works quite smoothly. Voice control. You ought to adapt to a rather strict and defined lexicon to operate the voice controls inside Armada. And the system won't support push and hold usage of Siri by using a paired smartphone either.